Hi, did you know that you have one of the most powerful organs ever on your body, and that is the brain? It's not just actually in your body, it's in your body, it's in your head, and that is the brain. That's where everything, the central processing unit of the body. So the Bible says, as a man thinks, so is he. So basically, what it's trying to say, I know it's a very scary statement. You are a sum total of what you think. So when we look at you, we're able to see your thinking pattern. And yeah, I know there are lots of things that determine our world views and how we think and all that. But also, it is our job to renew our thinking, as the Bible puts it in Romans chapter 12, verses 2. And this is what it reads: "Do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world." Yeah, to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. This is good, pleasing, and perfect will is for your life. So basically, God is trying to say that when you keep on your mind sober and renewed, that's when you'll be able even to know what is perfect will that is pleasing to him. So our brain is one of the most powerful resources, and we ought to take care of it. And how do we take care of our brain? By the things that we feed it. What kind of books are you reading? What kind of music are you listening to? What kind of people are you listening to? We are what we constantly hear. If you hear negative thoughts, you continue being negative. So why don't we equip our brains to serious positivity and equip it as the same way you exercise, the same way you feed all the other parts of the body, we can also feed our brain. And some way of feeding our brain is reading positive books, watching positive stuff, feeding your brain so that it can add. I read once in a research that every day your brain is supposed to add something. So the more you read something, the more your brain adjusts because you've added information. So what happens in some of our lives, we have felt or filled our brain with unnecessary information, yet we should be filling it with necessary information. What is some of the unnecessary information we feed our brain? Gossip, that is unnecessary information. Bad mind, that is unnecessary information. You should be putting positive information in that space. It's more like a flash disk. You can put unnecessary information, yet you can actually put. So why don't you delete all the unnecessary information so that you give space for good information, so that our brain is developed. And for those of you in the lockdown, actually this is a very dangerous time, because you could feed your brain with all the negativity that you can, but also you can actually use it to feed it with all the positivity that you can. Books, friendship, movies you watch, like, feed your brain. The same way you exercise your body, also exercise your brain. Have positive thoughts. And once my teacher says that, garbage in, garbage out. Positive thoughts in, positive thoughts out. So the more we feed our brains, the more we'll be able to have positive vibes coming out of us. So let's check our mind. Keep your mind in check, because it's one of your most powerful assets. Like one preacher says, when other people are saying shake your money maker, you'll be shaking your head as your money maker. Anyway, that is beyond money and all that stuff. It's basically for our well-being and soberness. That's why the Bible says renew your mind, because when you renew your mind, you'll be able to know what God's perfect will is for your life. Peace, and God bless you. Keep your mind in check. #check your mind.